I'm so excited to be here and to share my yoga practice with you today. I'm really excited that we're going to talk about using essential oils within our yoga practice. The focus of our practice today is going to be setting an intention. So you might think of this, maybe it's the new month, maybe it's a new year, maybe it's a new day, maybe it's a new week, maybe it's a new you. Whatever it is, let's set an intention together today and really try to kind of clear out what's not serving us and make way for what lights us up inside, what helps our heart shine through to be the truest version of ourselves. So I'm excited for you to join me today, and thank you. The oils I've chosen to use for my practice today are peppermint and lavender. The oils that I would suggest for you to use today are lavender and peppermint, obviously. Some other options are juniper berry, lemon, Roman chamomile, or the In-Tune blend. Any one or any number of those, you can use all of them throughout your practice today. I'm choosing to start my practice with peppermint, and when we move into our gentler postures at the end of our practice, I'm going to use peppermint. And the way that I'm going to use my oils today is just by opening the bottle and applying a drop to my palm. So that's called aromatic use. So I would encourage you to open your essential oil of choice. Starting off with, we're going to have some flow here early on in our practice. We're going to start off kind of fast and furious, getting right into it, toning and strengthening, developing some inner heat. I can feel that, I can smell that peppermint just with the bottle open. How awesome is that? But yeah, we're gonna tap into that inner heat. We're gonna ignite inside. We're gonna flow fast. We're gonna flow quickly. We're going to really need to rely on our breath and the steady and the calm. So peppermint is a fantastic choice because it's gonna open up those airways. It's gonna help us to focus in so that we can really pay attention to our breath and really pay attention to the vision that we're setting for ourselves. So I'm just applying one drop to my palm here, closing up my bottle. I'm going to rub my palms together and I'm going to take 3 deep breaths, and I'm going to keep my eyes closed because peppermint can be really powerful and I don't want teary eyes here before we start our practice together. 3 deep breaths for me and 3 deep breaths for you. Waking up here. One more deep breath. Oh, opening up through those airways, tapping into that curiosity, tuning in, focusing in here, but adding a little bit of energy also. That uplifting scent of peppermints, just energizing. So I invite you to find your way to your mat. I'm going to go start some music and I will see you in a jiffy. I'm going to put my lavender oil nearby. If you have any props or anything you need, I encourage you to grab them. I myself have a bolster and a blanket. So you can use a rolled up blanket or like a body pillow as a bolster. It's not necessary, but it's really nice for some of the postures we're going to do towards the end of our practice. Just moving into some slower, more restorative poses, opening up that heart space, and yeah, I'm excited to get started. Just making your way to your mat here, sitting in an upright position. Sit bones grounded into the ground. If you want to elevate your hips for a little bit of extra support, throw a blanket under your sit bones or a cushion or a chip foam block. Whatever makes you comfortable in this position here. Inviting in some deep breaths and just finding your place of stillness just for a brief moment here before we get started. Taking some time to welcome some deep, nourishing breaths into your body. welcome these deep breaths into your body, I invite you to consider an intention that you'd like to set for your practice, maybe for your day, maybe for your week. I'd like you to consider an intention you'd like to set. Perhaps your intention is that of compassion, patience, or strength. Perhaps you intend to take care of yourself or those around you to the best of your ability. Whatever it is, I just encourage you to think this intention to yourself in this moment here as you nourish your body with your deep, deep breaths in through your nose, fully exhaling all of that stale air, all of that apana, that waste, all the things that aren't serving you any longer. And as you think about this intention that you're beginning to send into the universe, send into the space around you, I encourage you to consider this. Dwell on the idea of a supreme infinite power, that which produces the results you desire. This power is the creative power of the universe. It's responsible for everything coming into focus. And by trusting it to provide the form and conditions for its manifestation, you are establishing a relationship with your intention. One more deep breath in here. And on the exhale, finding your hands to heart center. Pressing those palms together, pressing the pads of your fingers together. And on a deep inhale here, raising your arms to the sky. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhaling, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhaling here, arms to the sky. Exhaling, bringing your left hand to your right knee, your right hand behind you. Strengthening through your core. And on an inhale, twisting towards your right arm. Exhaling here, settling into the twist. Allowing for your inhale to give you extra space. And on the exhale, settling in. One more inhale here. And on the exhale, returning to center. Palms to heart center. Inhaling here, raising your arms to the sky. And on an exhale, twisting the opposite direction. Right hand to right knee, left arm reaches behind you. On an inhale, you're going to strengthen through the core, zipping up through your spine. And on an exhale, looking over that left shoulder. Compromises your breath. If you find your breath compromised, just come out of that twist the littlest bit. 2 more breaths here. And on an exhale, returning to center. Making our way into tabletop position here. We're going to have our wrists underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hip bones here. A flat back position, and on an inhale, sending your pelvic to the sky, your sit bones reaching to the sky, crown lifts, gaze forward, inhaling here. And on an exhale, scooping that belly up, rounding through the back and looking through your legs. Inhaling here. Exhale. Two more rounds. And after your second round, returning to a flat back position. And on an inhale, we're going to point our right arm forward and then extending through that left leg here, ensuring that you're strong through the core, strong through the back. You're creating a straight line here as though you're pulling on a string from your hands and pulling on a string through your toes. And on an exhale here, touching your elbows to your knee, inhaling out. And again. Three more here. Returning to a tabletop position, and on an inhale, raising your left arm and your right leg. Exhaling here, elbow to knee. Inhaling straight. Exhale, elbow to knee. And repeat. Two more here. And on an exhale, returning to a flat back position, inhaling here and raising your knees just about an inch or two off the mat and holding strong here, engaging through the core. Breathing deeply. Stroking that inner fire, firing up through the core. Maybe you're feeling a little shaky here through your arms. That's a good thing. Two more breaths. And on your next exhale, pushing back and up into downward dog. Pedaling up those hands, or those feet, pressing through the pads of your fingers. Elbows face each other. Head rests in between your arms here. Pedaling it out, stretching through that back body. Finding stillness in your downward dog. Feeling strong. Holding strong through the core. And on an inhale, raising that right leg to the sky. Lowering it down to the mat on the exhale. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale down. Inhale right. Inhale left. Inhaling your right leg up. Bending that knee, stepping that foot through to meet your hands. Knee over ankle, left foot straight and back and strong. And on an inhale, raising your arms to the sky. Finding stability through this high lunge here. And if you're not comfortable here, I welcome you to lower your knee to the ground. But I encourage you to try lifting that knee and seeing how that feels for you. Really strong through that back leg. Feeling that shake, feeling that fire through your body. And on an inhale, we're going to lower our arms into cactus arms here. pointing our heart towards the sky. Inhaling here. Exhaling, raising those arms to the sky and lowering your palms to heart center. And on an inhale here, we're going to hook our left elbow on our right knee. And we're going to twist to the right here. And we're going to jam out to Paul Simon. Taking 2 deep breaths here, spreading those wings if you want. On that final exhale, returning to center. Sending those palms to the mat, stepping that right foot back and lowering here through chaturanga with your choice of back bend. I choose up dog, how about you? Exhaling back into down dog here. Pedal that out. See how those legs feel. Is there a difference? Just notice it. Settling in here for 1 breath. And on an inhale, raising that left leg to the sky. Bending that left leg, sending it through to meet your hands. Establishing that foundation here again for your high lunge. So your knee is tracking over top of your ankle. You don't want it forward. You want it parallel here. And right over top of that ankle here. Strong through that back leg. Feeling strong. And again, the option to lower that knee. Do your best. Your best is good enough. And inhaling, raising our arms to the sky here. If you fall over, you get a prize. And on an inhale here, bending those arms into cactus, beaming that heart to the sky. Open that chest up, open up your heart. Open up space for that intention you have set for yourself today. Exhaling here, raising our arms to the sky. Palms to heart center again here. And we're gonna now send our elbow to the other side, hooking that right elbow onto that left knee here. Palms together, stretching through that side of your body. And if you'd like to, maybe you want to spread your wings. 2 breaths here. And on an exhale, turning those palms to center, hands to the mat, stepping back, chaturanga. Lowering here. You're up dog. This time I choose cobra. Rising up through tabletop or straight into down dog. Feel the strength in your body. Feel those open airways. Allowing for that nourishing breath to come through your body. Wake up those cells. Say hello. And on an inhale here, making your way to the front of your mat. Forward, or I should say halfway lift here with an inhale. Flat back, maybe your hands are on your shins, maybe they're on the mat. Exhaling, forward fold here. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And on an inhale, raising your arms to the sky, reaching up. Exhaling, forward fold, swan dive. Spilling forward here into your forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, forward fold. And from your forward fold here, I'd like you to walk your feet together. Really having those feet touch here in this forward fold. Taking 1 more deep breath here. And on your next inhale, sending those sit bones back, rising up through chair pose. Really stoking that inner fire, firing up through the core, firing up through those legs, squeezing those inner thighs together, squeezing those feet together. Feeling the shake, feeling the quake, and loving it. You might want to bring your hands to heart center. And on an inhale here, we're going to send our left elbow over our right knee, twisting to the side again here. Breathing deeply. Inhaling back to center. And on an exhale, sending ourselves to the opposite side here. Breathing deeply. Exhale, return to center. Woo, one more breath. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Forward fold. Sending those legs out, hip distance. Fall forward. Enjoy this rest. Inhaling here, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, coming all the way up. Hands to heart center. Making your way to the front of the mat if you're not already there. Sending your hands to the sky. You're going to step back with your right foot. That right back foot is angled slightly with the toes pointing towards the front corner of the mat, the right corner of the mat. Adjust your stance here, left toes point forward. You're going to bend through that left knee, strong through that back leg. Warrior one. Maybe palms to touch, maybe palms to heart center, whatever's comfortable for you. Ensuring those hips are squared here. Adjusting if you need to. If you need to adjust your stance or whatever you need to do. And then finding stillness here for 2 breaths. And on your next inhale, stepping forward, right leg meets left, hands to heart center, and on an inhale, reaching those arms to the sky. Having your palms touch here again and stepping back with that left foot, this time angling those toes to the front corner of the mat. Strong through that back leg. Really plant that leg in there. Right toes point forward, bending through that right knee. And lowering here to warrior one. You grab those hips and see how they feel. Maybe they need to straighten out. Breathing deeply here. One more inhale. And on an exhale, making your way to the front of your mat. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping it back to plank pose here. You're going to hold strong in this plank pose. Making sure you're not collapsing here. Making sure you're not collapsing your back or your bum. Really trying to pop up through those shoulders, pop up through that back. Beat those heels back, strong through the legs, strong through the core. Think of this as your whole entire body working. We're going to make our way into side plank here. So if you'd like to lower your knee, I welcome you to. We're going to place our right hand into the center of the mat. We're going to spiral here onto our right leg. With our right leg underneath, our left leg perhaps balancing on top. Or maybe you want to use it as a kickstand behind you. Whatever's most comfortable. If you're feeling spicy, you might even raise your left arm to the sky here in a 5-pointed star. Pushing away from the earth with your right arm. Maybe you look up. Maybe you shake like me. And on an exhale, lowering back into plank pose, and we're going to repeat on the other side. So we're going to make our left hand, allow it to make its way into the center of the mat, shifting onto the left side of your body here. Allowing that right arm to fly to the sky. And again, maybe you use that right foot as a kickstand. Maybe it rests on your left leg, or maybe it goes up. One more breath here. And on an exhale, making your way back into plank pose. Lowering yourself through chaturanga all the way to the mat. Finding those palms underneath your shoulders. Strengthen through your legs, and on an inhale, rising up through cobra. Breathing deeply here. If you feel any pinching in your lower back body, just lower yourself to where is comfortable. 3 deep breaths here. And when you've completed your 3 rounds, on the exhale, lowering your body to the mat. We're going to place our arms in a T position here. And we're going to roll our body up onto the right side, using that left leg as a kickstand, perhaps behind your right leg here, keeping your right leg straight. Lowering your head, and if your head doesn't reach, I encourage you to grab a blanket or a pillow or a block, something that makes your neck comfortable. You can keep your left arm here as a kickstand for your body, or if you're open in your shoulders and it's comfortable, you can welcome your left arm behind your body, perhaps tucking it under your right ribs here, allowing for an amazing stretch through your chest and through your right shoulder. Remembering to breathe. Two more breaths here. And on an exhale, rolling back through center. And we're going to repeat on the other side. Extending through the left arm here, rolling up onto our left side of our body, setting that right leg behind as a kickstand, keeping that left leg straight, resting your head, and deciding what you'd like to do with your arm. What's comfortable for you?
There's a girl in New York City who calls herself a human trampoline. And sometimes when I fall and fly, tumbling and turmoil, I say, whoa, so this is what she means. She needs her balancing with the Graceland.
2 more breaths.
And I see losing love is like a window in your heart.
And on that exhale, returning to center here. Placing those elbows on the mat, palms facing forward, relaxing through your legs, shaking them out, relaxing here. Your elbows are underneath your shoulders, your back body's lifted, but there's no pinching in your back. And if there is, you're welcome to send your elbows farther forward if that's more comfortable for you. Or if you're feeling like you need a bit more of a stretch through your back body, I welcome you to pivot your arms to the corners of your mat, firmly placing your palms and lifting up, seal pose. One more breath here. And on an exhale, lowering your body to the mat. Placing your hands under your shoulders, pushing yourself up, and lowering back through child's pose. Toes to touch, knees wide or knees together, sending those palms forward, forehead to the mat, rounding through the back body. And as we move into our cooling down, I encourage you to grab your calming oil. I'm going to grab my lavender here. I'm just going to apply a drop to my palms again, just like I did with the peppermint. And I'm going to rub those palms together. And I'm also going to apply some to my heart, because I really like the impact that the essential oils have on my nervous system and causing that calming and that release, and that's what lavender does for me. I'm going to lower back down for child's pose here. I encourage you to do the same. You may keep your hands close by your head here so you can have some deep breaths. Eventually extending those hands forward. Walking those left arms to the left side of the mat, or maybe even off the mat, allowing for a gentle stretch through the right side body, lowering that forehead to the mat, breathing deeply. Walking those arms over to the right side of the mat, allowing for a stretch through the left side of the body. Walking those arms back to the center of the mat, stretching forward, pushing back up through tabletop, finding your way onto your sits bones, and grabbing that blanket or that bolster if you have one. Maybe you grab a blanket. Have another full deep breath here in my seated position of my lavender. Before I make my way into fish pose here, so if you do have a prop behind your back, you can just lower back directly onto that prop there, opening up through the chest, opening up through your heart space, allowing your arms to fall to the side. Really providing a nice opening, allowing that intention to just shine to the heavens. You are fully open here to the universe and all that it has for you. You can do whatever is comfortable with your legs, whether you want to send them off your mat, whether you want to bend your knees, or you might find your feet in butterfly position with palms of the feet touching, or soles of the feet, depending what you like to say. Breathing deeply here. And I welcome you to, whenever you're comfortable, finding your way into Shavasana or remaining in this open heart fish pose here for the remainder of your relaxation, whatever suits you best. If you do choose to move into Shavasana, moving any props or blocks out of the way, and find feeling your way onto the mat. Maybe you want to pull your blanket over you. Maybe it's time for bed. I know it is for me, and I've got this awesome weighted eye pillow with some lavender on it, which I will be settling into here. Namaste to you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope your intention carries you through. Namaste. Finding your place of stillness. Feeling your body connected to the earth. Relaxing through every muscle of your body. Letting go of all the movement and allowing your body to absorb all of the goodness that you just gave it. Allowing your mind to rest. Allowing your soul to open. Whenever you feel ready to join the rest of the day, I welcome you to do so by gently awakening your fingers and toes with gentle movements, gentle wiggles. Making your way to the side of your body in a fetal position. Pushing up through the arm, which is on top. Thank you so much for joining me and sharing your practice with me. It's a true honor. Thank you. Thank you for learning. Thank you for giving yourself this gift. Namaste.